Can you just in sort of basic terms explain what exactly you're building from a technical perspective and what then it enables fintechs or banking partners to do thereafter?
So what we've done is we've connected to about 20 financial institutions in Nigeria where we can retrieve financial data from. So what do I mean by financial data? That's a bank statement, transactions, real-time balance, income, credit and debit, right? So those financial data can then be used by businesses like to maybe perform credit score, or maybe you want to build a new experience in your application, in your web app, so you can use those financial data, and that's basically what we've done.
So I know that you don't really think of yourselves as Plaid for Africa, although that's the easiest way to explain it. I think a lot of people sort of know the story already of their ability to connect banks and fintechs. And they really rode on this wave of these fintechs having a huge amount of users, right? So Venmo, all of these online brokerages, Robinhood, whatever. So I want to start there. How many fintechs like a Venmo or Robinhood are out there in Nigeria or in Africa that are processing volumes that can make this business, $1 billion business? So how do you think about that?
The reason why Plaid is successful today is because there are millions of fintech companies in the US, right? And there are thousands of financial institutions. So if you put those two things together, you have a bigger market. But if you look at it in Nigeria or in Africa, we're not there yet. So imagine if Plaid was launched in 2000 or 2001 when there wasn't like bigger fintech companies, they would have died because there wasn't market. So the way we see the market in Africa is like what we've done today is an infrastructure that can help us build other things as a company. So today we recently launched an identity API that allows you to get the total identity about a person, like their name, address, phone number, email, even their photo ID. Now, if you look at it, those information can then be used for something like one-click sign-up. So whereby you can just click on a button and then the business will have access to your information. You don't need to enter the information manually again. You see what I'm saying? So that makes the market becomes bigger because then you can then target e-commerce, for example. If you're doing plat only, e-commerce can't use it, right? It's just fintech. But then we don't have that large fintech ecosystem yet. I think one of the interesting things that could eventually come out from what we're doing is like an enterprise solution. So where you as a company, you can do competitive analysis. Let's use e-commerce as an example. There's Konga and there's Jumia. Jumia wants to understand what customers are buying. Like at the end of the day, Mono has all this data because we have access to all customers' financial data. We know what they're buying. Those things are anonymized, but we could do all those data analytics.